In my mind, Humpback Whale Chronicles was meant to be a mix of whale and whale research stories, old and new. This episode is about the 2020 season, a really interesting year. My job at Whale Trust is as a photojournalist, telling the story of whales and whale researchers and how that story evolves over time. And as the research story changes, the images that tell that story also change with new people, new ideas, and new tools to tell that story. A big part of how we've changed our looking at whales comes from the young people we work with day to day. Jason Sturgis has now worked with Whale Trust for 18 years and taken over completely all the video work we do. Haley Robb has been with us since she was in grade school, I think, and now is going off to grad school. And Ralph Pace, in his fifth year, has probably been the biggest change for me. Every year, watching him work and seeing how he uses a camera has changed how I look at things in a wonderful way, and this year was certainly no exception. Every year we have a few special interactions with whales, a few opportunities to really show what they're doing in a different way. This started early this season, and when we had special guests in town, this is the year that Adobe came to Maui. From the very beginning, Senior Creative Director Russell Brown from Adobe brought a whole new vision, a whole new way of looking at whales to Maui in 2020. Russell Brown and his team brought new equipment, new ideas, great enthusiasm, and an interest in just trying to go out and try new things. They also brought a lot of luck. On the few days we worked with them, it was amazing how often we'd go, well, we'd like to just find this. We'd like to find a singer in shallow water, some way we could really spend time with them and show them in their environment, and there they would be. And when we got into these good situations, we could share what we know, what we see, show the Adobe folks how we work, and be open to new things that we could do and how we can incorporate their ideas. As one example, most of our work with singers, most of the underwater work, is done free diving. And we can go down, we can ID the animal, we can show the behavior, we can show a lot by just taking a big breath. But the Adobe guys had different tools, and the idea that a remote camera on a light line down below showing the whales and being able to keep the camera there with a different view for a longer time, that doesn't mean that we couldn't get some similar views like these that Jason took freediving, but there's a real limit to how long you can stay. And the things we got to do with the 360 camera with Russell Brown, his crew, and Adobe gave us a really different look. It was a really successful 5 days on the water with Adobe, with Russell Brown and Jeremy and the crew. I really hope we get to do more working with this technology. And I should thank Russell Brown for coming and being one of our speakers at Whale Tales this year. I'd also like to acknowledge Dr. Norm Eston and Deb Caswell, both board members at Whale Trust, for helping to make this visit the success it was. None of this work would go on without the help of a tremendous number of people in Maui and beyond. Some people have been helping us for 4 decades, and other people are new this year. But I just can't thank you enough. It's something we think about all the time, and how lucky we are for our friends and the people who make our work possible. Thank you.